Let's check back with Linda and see how she's doing with that workload.
Fantastic. 12:30 and I've already knocked out 6 hours of work. If I keep this pace up, tonight'll be no problem. Better watch these guys on the left. Cute kid, but his aim needs work.
Linda seems to be in complete control. She has removed some of the pressure from earlier in the day. You can even see a mood change. Even though relaxed now, she's still on her toes. While scanning the road ahead, she saw the play area and immediately slowed down. That's when she saw the two boys. By staying alert, she was able to spot the soccer ball and had plenty of time to stop. She used her common sense and prepared herself for any potential problems. Linda provided an excellent example of defensive driving. Let's get back to Mike and see if things are getting any better.
Well, today's turned out a lot better than I thought it would. The way the morning went, nothing would have surprised me. Another couple of hours and I can pack it in for today. Great. The longest light in town and it just turned red. My brakes. Where's my brakes? Come on, catch. I knew I should have stayed in bed today. Well, I better call the boss.
Mike seemed to be calming down from his eventful morning just when the unexpected jumped up again. Fortunately, Mike reacted like a true defensive driver. Even though he was having a bad day, he kept his mind on driving. As he approached the intersection, the red light irritated him, but he kept a good space cushion anyway. So, when he lost his brakes, he had time to react and avoid rear-ending the stopped car ahead. Let's look closely at how Mike was able to avoid disaster. When he applied the brakes and there was nothing, he immediately pumped the brake pedal. Sometimes you can build up enough pressure to restore good braking action. As he continued to pump the brakes, he shifted the car to its lowest gear, which helped to slow him down. When the brakes still didn't catch, he pulled out the handle for the emergency brake and slowly depressed the emergency brake pedal. This started to stop him, so he pulled to the right-hand side of the road and turned his wheels into the curb, which finally brought him to a stop. With Mike's mind on his driving, his reactions were fast and logical, thus avoiding damage to himself, the vehicle in front of him, and the vehicle he was driving. There is one thing we feel is very important that Mike didn't do. He didn't turn off his ignition. If he had done so, it would have locked his steering wheel, which could have been disastrous. Keep in mind that most of the new vehicles being manufactured have locking steering wheels. If you turn off your ignition, you can rely on your steering to lock up. Karen's arriving at the end of a long day. Let's drop in on her and see how it went with her client.
I can't believe it. She wants a new system. That lady amazes me sometimes, but I guess that's why she's so successful. Oh no, this is great. What a way to end the day. A car overheated, stuck on the side of the road, and no phone in sight.
Karen really used her head. When her car overheated, she didn't panic and stop in the middle of the road where she might have been rear-ended. Instead, she slowly started braking and turned on her emergency flashers so the other drivers could see her. Once she was safely off the road, she lifted the hood and tied a handkerchief to the mirror, which would tell a police officer she needs assistance. Leaving the car would not have been a good move. Since there were no phones in sight and really nowhere to go, Karen's decision to stay with the car was a good one. Her wait wouldn't be long. You have seen parts of a day for 3 of our employees. Their days were not typical, and hopefully yours will always go smoother. But the things all of them encountered can and may happen. So when you drive, think defensively. The difference is you.
Pacific Northwest Bell. This program has been a production of the Audio Visual Center.